It's live. Camera's on anyways.
Welcome to the pregame show, the Mad Skills Electric pregame show, right here at Fish Talk Live. We've got some big guests tonight. We're talking about a fish that hopefully one of these guys over here know a little bit about.
I would hope so.
I hope so.
One of them brought the belt for it.
No, we're not talking about, well, the cousin to that fish, remember? We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, go ahead and let us know if you're logged in. Say hi, hello. John McCarthy's not here tonight, so I am trying to figure out how to manage these comments.
It's hard to multitask.
Oh, there we go. George Quinn, GQ.
Just give everybody a chance to sign in, say hi, hello, do your pre-gaming. Running with some MarkerAyinde this evening.
Oh boy.
Oh
boy, I just exited out of it.
Yeah, that happens.
Almost tagged Swift Mud too.
And that is why he is on the laptop and not
I. Probably be better if you were on there.
I don't know.
Who's been fishing this week? Some summer.
Beautiful week for it.
It's been beautiful, but it's been hot. Super hot. Lots of photos on the Extreme Decalz catch of the week. I'm
excited for that part, though.
Yeah, I've been seeing the notifications blowing up all day today. So.
Gotta love that.
Again, this is the Mad Skills Electric pregame show. We're getting started here soon. We're just giving a chance we're giving a chance for everybody to log in. So go ahead and let us know if you are here and what you've been up to.
Where you've been fishing. You know, coordinates are always a great thing.
Definitely. Pins.
Yep, drop a pin.
Drop a pin.
If I haven't seen you out there, then I don't know where you're at. I'd like to know.
All right, so John's right. The comments are not loading until you hit refresh. So I got to figure that out.
You're over there telling John that he just doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, I know.
We'll figure that out. Hopefully he's home enjoying a beer.
We got Dougie W. State Farm, my man. Ronald Higdon. Mama Doreen.
Hi, Mama.
All right. I tell you what, Billy. I'd say enough are logged in. What do you think we go ahead and get started with the show?
Ready to get it going?
All right. This was the Mad Skills Electric pregame show. We're going to get started here soon, so stay tuned. My name is Captain Gary Bartell Jr. from Fish Talk Live in Ozello Keys Marina. having the right tools on your boat while you're guiding is very important, and Bubba has made that very easy. They have a new captain's program. It's real easy to do. If you go to bubba.com, go to partner with us, fill out the form, which gives you 50% off on anything on the website. So go to the description below, click on the link, and get signed up.
You okay?
Welcome to
Fish Talk Live.
presented by Wheeler Construction, PowerPole, Seakeeper, all of the incredible companies that help this world turn and build and
Keep us smooth.
keeps us smooth, keeps the ride smooth. All right, so we've got a big show tonight. We do have some champions from the Florida Redfish Series Kayak division on both ends. We've got the championship winner and the Angler of the Year sitting on the same couch.
How about
I'm excited to get to talk to these guys to see how they were able to get that stuff done. As you all know, kayak fishing is very near and dear to us. Not us personally doing
Not
it.
a personal standpoint of kayak fishing, but we definitely enjoy the camaraderie of it and the anglers that do enjoy the kayak side of it.
Absolutely. We live the kayak fishing dream through them, but amazing people. Florida Redfish Series puts on one of the, actually, I'm sorry, let me backtrack. The best tournament series in the world. They had some big things. They just keep growing and growing and growing. So
The reason why it's getting so big.
that's it. So we'll get into that here soon. We've got some cool stuff on the Plumbing by Power's Tackle Table Talk tonight. And then we've also got, yeah, man, do you think they're going to break out their secrets?
I highly doubt it.
I think they are. I'm pretty sure they are. All right, before we, and then plus, we have a fish that we're speaking about tonight. The black drum.
Oh,
the big ugly.
Yes.
The big, James, you should be able to help us out on that, right? Black drum. You fished much up in your area for him?
Some.
Bycatch.
All right.
Bycatch.
We'll figure it out together. All right. So before we get started with all that, though, let's go to the Extreme Decalz catch of the week, and let's see what's been caught.
Hey, that's me.
Hey, group of Billy. It was a group-tastic day. Oh man, I could go for a pub sub right now.
You ain't joking there.
That is a catch of the week.
Pub sub and a land shark.
Oh
My boy.
my gosh.
Bree
Look at
got the
that
best photo. Holy smokes.
That's a big one.
James Bluejeans.
Darn nice snook.
Prehistoric fish. Nice red.
Absolutely.
Rocking that CCA hat. Love it. That's a cool
calm
photo.
those waters
That's
were.
a cool photo.
Absolutely.
Sunrise or sunset?
Looks to be a set. No, I don't know.
I'm going to say rise.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Coming over land. It's probably a rise.
I don't know. Who is it, Bray? Chris.
Yep.
Yeah, sunrise.
Probably a sunrise. That's awesome. Money.
What?
Where they did it, the smallest legal redfish is what that was.
Caught me off guard. You got it.
Was it the? So was it by weight or was it how short that
by
it was?
By weight.
Wasn't by the height of it.
Wasn't by the length or anything?
Smallest legal redfish.
The what
by
legal?
weight. What?
The what legal?
Smallest
The
legal.
smallest legal.
Or
See, this is why Florida Redfish Series is on the map
Or
right
it could
here.
have just been the lightest weight legal redfish. I'm sure it wasn't like the smallest. It was just a legal redfish that weighed the least won that little prize. Jimmy.
So was Jimmy getting presented with the Dink
No.
Award?
No. No.
I love it. That is so awesome.
There's a dink.
There's a Dink. That's a,
Nice little ditch pickle.
what are the small pickles called? The Gerber or
The baby
Gerber?
pickles.
Or what's it called?
I don't know.
That's baby food.
Yeah.
Out doing
Hey,
some freshwater fishing.
too cool. My man Gavin.
Kid
I gotta-
knows where to find some big fish.
Yeah, I gotta get with him. We're gonna trade
do some-
Yeah, we're gonna do some trading.
Lake fishing, bring back the old childhood fishery. Is that a sea turtle?
It's a shark.
No.
I think
Oh,
it's
okay.
Lemon shark?
I don't know.
Yeah, it looks kind of like a lemon.
Kent and Gene.
This crew had a good time
Oh,
chasing
man.
sharks today.
What was that?
George was first out of the money, so the prize for that first out of the money was a custom jersey from Tailing Toads. I think.
Oh, too
Oh, that's
cool.
pretty cool. Tail and toads.
Well, that's awesome. Hey, that was the guy's first redfish ever, 28.5 inches.
Gotta love it. Nice little snook. Yeah, I think you brought me fishing there one time. That's not a little snook.
Yeah, that poor snook was slow moving. You could see he's beat up. Took us a little while, but we finally got him revived and going. But I'd say he's probably about max age there.
Nice redfish.
Yeah, Captain Jacoby.
Very nice, Jessica. As always, bringing in some nice redfish.
Joe says big studs on the show tonight.
That trophy, what'd you get?
What we got there?
I think there was a
Chaz tournament?
yeah, it was in Chaz. There was a tournament, small tournament for Mudboat something, some guy. I think it was in his memory.
Oh, cool.
So
Awesome.
they must have done well.
Yeah, shows it. Nice triple
Hey.
tail. Heck yeah. Looking for those the other day and couldn't find them.
Joe Forsyth.
Man, the myth, the legend.
Are nice fish.
Cool photo, too.
Lee Haney.
Lou, it's got to give
I think Lee caught 40 trout
Oh,
in
is
the
it?
tournament. I think Lee caught like 40 trout.
Red Rider.
40 trout.
That
I
was
can only
way up there.
imagine.
Nice fish.
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
smokes.
Look at all the trout.
I think these are all, well, those were Lee.
Yeah.
Look at the heart on that redfish's tail.
Does have one, didn't they?
Yep.
I think that's Marcus. I think. Yeah.
How many anglers were there in the kayak division?
38. We were a little
Holy
bit
smokes.
shy from the past 2 years, but we averaged like 41 to 43. So at 38, we were a bit low.
Hey, there he is.
The Dunning.
The Southern Division champion.
Southern, south, no, north.
I don't know.
Yeah, he was north and I was the south. I think.
Maybe.
Nice mess of fish there.
Yeah, it is.
He looks so giddy. So happy.
Good deal. Oh, so Chris said sunrise, by the way.
Yeah.
Sunrise. So we were all wrong on that one. Oh, now we can't
Good
use that for the
red.
question of the week. Was there more? Oh, good deal. Lots of good redfish caught.
Can't be the easiest thing trying to hold those things on a measuring stick on a kayak.
Those were all Ron Hagen.
Beautiful color on that one.
Junior.
Mr. Santos.
Nice red. Those look like pelican, maybe.
See right through the island on it. Sue's B getting out there on it.
Good deal. Big trout.
I think.
Oh man, he
Oh.
was so pumped.
Oh,
So pumped about that hogfish.
that's
He
awesome.
was James was telling me that biggest hogfish ever, but the tax man got it.
Oh. Been a lot of tax man out there in the water.
There has.
Just ask Gene. He's been chasing them.
All right. Barry, is there any more? Or is that it? Oh man! Look at that catch of the week,
You're hitting some
Captain
archives
Billy.
there.
Love it. Oh, there he is. That's in the pond.
I was gonna say that was your backyard before it was your backyard.
Yep.
Back when we used to trespass.
See, we used to bass fish. What did we catch? 110 or something
It was
one
something
day?
ridiculous.
That's pretty
That
cool.
little pond used to produce.
It did.
Good times.
All right. So again, that was the Extreme Decalz catch of the week. Make sure you get those photos submitted for each show. Great photos this week.
Absolutely.
Good ones.
Happy to see everybody getting out there.
Now, Bree, do you have the flyer as well? Let's go ahead and talk about that real quick before we get over to what everyone's waiting for. All right. So this Monday, everybody is invited. We're going to be barbecuing all day. We're going to be smoking food all night and just having a good old appreciation day. So everyone is welcome.
We're cooking up for you.
That's it. It's going to be good food, good vibes, good music, good company. So
Nice day to relax.
come on over and hang out. Let's enjoy a day together. So again, that is this Monday, coming Monday. All right. That being said, let's go ahead and introduce our guest tonight, Billy.
Absolutely.
We got James Aldridge and Captain Carlos.
Gutierrez. I don't know
Captain
if I ever say that right.
G.
or not. Just sounds great.
All right. So, great friends.
Great people.
What's that, Bree? Oh, Bree's got a question. How many
hot
Go ahead,
dogs
Billy.
did Carlos eat while fishing the Florida Redfish series?
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Yeah. Okay.
How many hot dogs?
Well, I guess and then I'll tell you.
Okay. 11.
42. Oh.
11.
3. The answer is 3.
At one time?
Well, one right after the other. But here's what happened. I left. So that was obviously probably Joe. I left his RV at like 1:50 in the morning. I relaunched like maybe between 8 and 9, and I had a Butterfinger, and then I had nothing until 11 o'clock at night.
Oh, wow.
So I ate nothing that day, essentially. So he had like leftover hot dogs. Well, not leftover. They're still like the pack hadn't been eaten. So I was like, I'm hungry. And so we just microwaved 3 hot dogs and I ate.
Love it, man. Absolutely love it.
Official void
You
fillers.
Sad love stories. Like you tell those stories all the time. It's good stories shared over wieners. All right, gentlemen. So go ahead and for those that are watching right now that doesn't know where you were or what the event was, why don't you go ahead and explain that first, and then we'll get into the awards.
James, you want to go?
Okay, Carlos, you can go.
So we had, obviously we fished the Florida Redfish series, and this year it consisted of 4 stops and then a championship. So only 4. In previous years, we've always had 6 stops and then a 2-day championship. This year was just 4 regular stops, 1 championship. Our stops were Punta Gorda, I think Jacksonville, then Steinahachie, and then Panama City. And then our championship was based out of Panacea. Our range to fish the championship was from the Swanee River to just west of Panama City, which we call just Washington Point. There's a bridge, but the first landmass is probably called Washington Point. So we had that stretch of land to fish for our boundaries. The boat divisions, they all just left out of Panacea. They could go down Key West if they could make it back before their weigh-in time if they wanted to. So they have more freedom to go. The only limitation is how fast they could drive, I guess. But that's what we fished. Any other question, or did I answer that?
No, so it was a 2-day tournament.
2-day tournament.
2-day tournament.
The basis was 3 fish per day. So 3 slot fish, and it's a total length tournament. So the best you could do is 81 for each day. But obviously, the bigger the fish you can catch that are accepted, as long as we don't make any mistakes or anything, which has happened to me. James, have you lost or measured or had deductions on your fish?
Yeah, I mean, me and you both did in Punta Gorda.
So we both messed up in Punta Gorda, and we lost placings because of improper measurements or how we took our photos. So we got some deductions or disqualified fish because of those things. But if you take a good photo, and your fish are slot. It generally gets accepted, and that's kind of how it works. Just a photo catch release or catch photo release tournament for the kayak division. Boats they bring in live, which you could talk more about if you were.
Well, I mean, tonight's about the kayak division. You know, with those rule sets, the CPR, they're very strict. They have a very great system for it.
Oh, yeah.
You just got to follow, and it's tough.
Oh, yeah. We learned all about it with our kayak tournament. There's a lot involved with it.
Florida Redfish Series has one person that literally sits in front of the computer all day long and
photos,
verifies the photos, deals with discrepancies, deals with complaints. It was genius on Chris's end, by the way.
Yeah. Yep. Keep it off his shoulders.
Yeah.
This is not my problem.
But it's very strategic. You know how you have to do it and make sure that you have the right. Now, do you guys use phones for your photos, or do you have any source of backup like GoPro or
No, just your
Just
phone.
a phone.
There's an app which is the Fishing Chaos app, which that's what's downloaded to our phones, and that's what we use to make the submissions.
So you submit it, and then obviously when it goes up on a leaderboard, it's gray, and you're sitting there waiting for Dave to turn it green. That's a long time after you release your fish. Is he gonna penalize me? Is it gonna turn green? Is it gonna turn
Do I let
green?
this fish go
And
yet?
then if you get if you get the Dave call, you're like, oh man, here we go.
So I guess if you drop your phone in the water, you're screwed.
You're done.
You're done. Or your board, or your identifier.
Yeah, if there was some sort of electronic, issue, you're done for the day. I mean, I think about it, our photo. We have to do a launch photo in the morning, and I'll be standing over the water, and the whole time you're thinking, don't drop this phone in the water. Otherwise you're done. You could, maybe use one of those little water bags or whatever, the little pouches or something like that.
Photos always come out blurry through those.
Yeah, but it is an issue if you ever did drop, destroy, lose your phone. Like James said, if your ID holder, if it came off and you dropped it in the water, you didn't have a spare, you're pretty much done. I don't think there's anything that you could do that Chris would allow to still be fair for everyone else. It just has to be on you to have a backup ID holder, a Sharpie with the code word for the day to be able to continue fishing. But even if you just lost the bump board altogether,
Yeah, there's nothing much you can do after that.
I've done that.
Oh no.
Really?
Yeah.
I tie mine off. Mine's on a leash. I have it on some paracord. So if I do drop it, hopefully I don't lose everything and I could bring it back up. Luckily, I've never lost it or dropped it in the water.
I mean, I guess, dropping or losing something or flipping on a kayak's not common.
No, not at all.
That's impressive what you guys do. I'm not going to lie. I just love the strategic part of it. I think
Can't
that's
be
my
easy.
favorite part.
Not be easy. You got one spot to pick, and you better fish it hard.
All right, so James, first of all, congratulations to both of y'all.
Thank you.
Seriously, that everyone realize. I don't think everyone quite realizes what goes into it unless you do it. But there's a lot of hard work, a lot of scouting. There's no way that you make your money back. I'm sure with all the fuel and everything, but it's more than money. It's pride, it's determination, and you guys have earned it.
About the belt buckle.
In my opinion, all the anglers that fish it earn it and have earned it. Whether you're first or last, they've done a great job. So, but James, you got first place in Angler of the Year. So that's an accumulation throughout the year, correct?
Yes, every tournament.
And were you leading that throughout? Was it up and down? Tell us a little bit about how that went.
So wasn't even on my radar when we went down to Punta Gorda. We've never been to Punta Gorda, and obviously me and Carlos spent a lot of time pre-fishing. So I think I got fourth, and you got fifth in Punta Gorda, which put me fourth in the points. But a couple of guys that fished at Punta Gorda didn't fish the rest of them or all of them. So then we went to Jacksonville, and I ended up with another fourth, and I was leading. Like, wow, I got a chance at this. So from there, we went to Steinhatchee, and I won Steinhatchee, and I think I was 11 points ahead of Trent. And then Panama City has always been, the last 3 years, I haven't finished better than 18th in Panama City.
Wow.
So I started pre-fishing Panama City when I should have been Steinhatchee, and no success, and ended up 11th in Panama City, which got Trent within 4 points of me. So I lost 7 in Panama City. Going into a championship, I still had a 4-point lead, and obviously caught my 6 fish and stayed ahead of Trent and won it. But
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
wasn't even on the radar. I mean, I didn't think I was capable of doing that. I mean, because you got to be consistent every tournament. One slip up and you're out of it.
A lot of stress there.
A lot
of weight on the
stress.
shoulders.
A lot
Did
of
you
stress.
tell them how close you and Trent
I
were
was
before
going to
the
say,
championship?
yeah.
4 points.
4 points going in championship, and I launched Friday morning, and I think I looked at the Chaos app around 7:30, and Trent already had his 3 fish,
Oh my
Holy
gosh.
smokes.
and I had 0 fish, and I'm like, man. And about 20 minutes later, I hooked in the perfect 27. Then I got a 25 about 30 minutes later. And later in the day, I got my 23, which I was in second place after day 2.
Yeah. So I called James in the morning. I was like, he better not oversleep.
Yeah, don't miss this.
He didn't pick up. And then he called me back. He's like, I'm just now leaving. I'm like, okay, you better get to it. But he was like, man, I don't even, what did you tell me? You're like, man, I just about didn't even wake up and go.
Yeah.
He was quitting on me before the day even started.
Man.
And I was like, get your ass out there. And, but
Because I was undecided on where to go, and I finally locked in. I actually duplicated what I did at the Steinhatchee tournament I won. I fished a location, and my goal was to fish there to 10 a.m. If I had 3, I would stay. If I didn't have 3, I was going to my relaunch location, which I relaunched at 10, and by 11:30 had my 3rd fish.
Wow.
And then day 2, I think after day 1, Trent had his 3, but he was in like 6th.
he was like, he finished 8th, I think.
So I pre-fished another area, and I was like, and it had a lot of small reds. I was like, I just need 3 small ones. So Saturday morning, I went to another area, pretty way north of Steinhatchee, and by 8, I had 3 small ones. So at that point, I know Trent couldn't catch me.
Wow.
Nice.
Too cool. Now, do you know Trent personally, or have you just met him through the tournament?
Just through the tournaments,
Where's he from?
Panama City.
Okay. And Carlos, what did you end up in the Angler of the Year? As 3rd place?
I was 3rd. So James starting the championship was 24 points ahead, and Trent was 20. Now, because it's a 2-day tournament, they treat it as like each day is a tournament. So
Oh,
it
nice.
fluctuates. So how you could lose or gain each day. And so it's not like an overall. It just each day you kind of fluctuate a little bit. So because Trent caught fish fast, like he probably was the first one to catch his 3 fish. Unfortunately for him, they were like small 20 inchers. So he only had like 60 inches, which you need a lot better than 20 inch average fish. You need to be up there closer to 24 to 25 inch fish to kind of just start whooping on people. So, because so many people caught good fish day 1, he fell back quite a ways, and I was able to, I think, gain like maybe 13 spots ahead of him day 1, and a couple of spots, only 1 point ahead. So James was, beating me by 24, but day 2, James you were in 2nd, weren't you? And I was 1, so I was only able to gain 1 point, close that gap 1 point. So I was 23 points behind James. So there was no way I could ever catch James, and fairly unlikely that I could catch or pass Trent. At the end of the day, I think Trent still got me by like, I think those 8 or 13 points, I forget. And then I was able to get 2 points ahead of James. So maybe 22 points behind James, or 21, I forget. So it was a good race, but I really lost momentum in Jacksonville because I only caught 1 of my redfish, and so many people caught redfish that the last person to catch a redfish gets everybody else behind that person. If there is anybody else, they get 10 points less than the last person that caught redfish. Well, so many people caught redfish. I caught 1 out of my 2, and I just fell so far back in points that in Punta Gorda,
11 people caught fish.
11 or 12. I think it was
Yeah.
12. So the last person that caught fish had 88 points. Everybody else that scratched and caught 0 fish still walked away with 78 points. So it was a real benefit to them to not catch fish there versus a tournament stop that a lot of people did catch fish, but maybe didn't catch there too. You were almost penalized by not catching your second fish or no fish. So that's where I kind of fell behind. Me and Trent caught the same number of fish. We caught our 7 out of 8. We both missed 1. But he was just able to get such a commanding lead on me because of where I failed to catch fish versus where he didn't. So that's how that went.
Good deal.
When it comes to doing the photo entry with the series, can you upgrade your fish throughout the day?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're not just limited to the first 3 fish that you catch.
No.
Send as much as you can as far as upgrading.
As you get a better fish and you take your photos within that before the end of the tournament, typically 2:00, you're able to submit and update any smaller fish, even if it's a 1/4 inch. You plug it in because it'll get tight. People are losing positions by 1/4 of an inch. So you submit any upgrade that you can.
Heck yeah.
Good deal, James. Congratulations. That's a huge honor. And the cool part on this couch too is you got last year's Angler of the Year
2 years ago.
2 years ago, and then so
This year's.
that's pretty awesome. All right.
Talk about consistency.
So now let's shift over. Captain Carlos, this year's championship winner, the Florida Redfish Series. Carlos, I'm curious. I sent you a go get 'em kind of guy text that night after day 1. Said don't think about much about it. Just go have fun. Did you follow that advice, or did you do a normal Carlos thing and analyze everything?
I had everything like analyzed. The difference was I tell people I do overanalyze, overthink, second guess everything. I just was in a position. I typically cannot sleep. Like
I don't see
I
you
have to.
overanalyzing things.
I will drug myself with NyQuil. I have to take NyQuil, otherwise I cannot fall asleep, and my head just keeps just going. And the only thing I can do is just take some NyQuil to just finally just stop. This was the first time I fished a tournament where I was so tired, but just more confident that I could just go to sleep. I was a little bit tossing and turning because I'm still anxious about what time I got to get up. But it was the first time that I felt comfortable just because the location was producing. And I think that's mainly why.
Did you fish the same spot both days?
I did. And, I started, I don't know when I started pre-fishing for the tournament, but I fished very close to the southern end. But then I made big jumps to almost all the way to the other end of the boundaries. And if you know me, if you know me, you kind of know that I would rather fish where there's I'd rather fish a location where there's 10 fish and just me versus 100 fish and 10 people. So that's always been more my style of fishing, where there's not a lot of other anglers. Hopefully, you never know until people start showing up. But that was kind of my game plan. And I did fish the same location, roughly. I did do a relaunch day 2, but all that was thought out. And I think in my post, I typed it down or wrote it down. I was considering the banks I was fishing, the wind direction, how the wind was changing, from early in the morning to by midday. What did the wind do? Where could I find wind protection? How strong was the wind or the wind gust? Water clarity was also another factor on where I fished. Was it clear? Was it dirty? Was it just turbid? Was it very tannicky?
Were you looking for tannicky or were you looking for clear?
I was looking for fish.
And you found that in clear or tannicky?
Wherever there was the most fish.
so clear, because if panicking, you wouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah, wouldn't be able to see him at that point.
So apparently George Quinn knows, so I don't know if he's already told everybody, so he could tell everybody if he's watching where I fish, because he said that he knew where I was fishing. So
It was probably one of his spots.
I didn't see his sticker. His sticker was nowhere around, so I put my own to kick him out of my spot. So George cannot fish my spot. But
now, tell us day 2. So day 1, you were in the lead.
yes,
You were in first place day 1.
Yeah.
Day 2, did you feel confidence? You caught fish early on, but there was a gap, or how'd that go?
So overall, this was such a big area, and it's funny because it's hidden in plain view. That's what it makes it even more fun, that so many people just bypassed it. And but there was such broadness of area you could fish, and I was finding fish over here, over here, over here, behind me over here. So I was pretty comfortable. Day 2, and I don't ever take it like for granted, like it's going to happen. I have it guaranteed, like cockiness or anything. It's fishing, and they could either go good or turn to a bag of crap in no time. And I caught fish kind of quickly. The problem was that they were too short, one too big, and then finally a 23.5. Where in that same less than half of that time frame, day 1, I had already caught all my 3 fish and was just trying to upgrade from there. And this is where I've never relaunched. James, I take inspiration from James because James is more like the risk taker, and he'll pick up, drag out, load up, throw back in, and go in a completely different spot. So this is where I made the decision to relaunch, because it pretty much saved me about 3 miles of movement. And so I relaunched, and there was a charter boat captain that was out Friday, and I had pre-fished this area, and I had found fish on this bank. And then I noticed he went to go fish that bank.
Oh.
I had fish that I had found over at this bank, and I saw him cut across and he went straight to it. So everywhere that I had found fish, he started fishing before me. And then we actually were working towards each other for a minute there. He was very respectful. He kind of quit coming, working my way about 100 yards. And luckily, that's when I picked up my second fish. So around, I'm going to say 10, it took me about another hour and a half or so, I'm not sure, to pick up my second fish. I was like, all right, I got about 3.5, 4 hours, I'm not sure, to pick up one more slot fish. And it literally took until my photo, I looked at the timestamp of when I took my last photo of that, my third slot fish was at 1:51. So when we think about it, you hook up to a fish, you fight him, you're trying to net him, which is super awkward in a kayak. It's not as easy as you would think, especially like a decent fish, or when they were really pumped and full of energy. I noticed my fish were fighting extremely well. You land him, set your rod down, you let him cool down, you're out getting your bump board, your camera, you get the fish out, you try to lay him, your hands are wet, you're trying to open your phone if it's not already open, trying to take pictures, making sure that fish is laid out correctly for you to take your photos. And 1:51 was that time frame. So all that time, had it been another 4 more minutes, 5 more minutes, I would not have been able to get a photo of that picture. It just happened so late. The fish were not that great. It was a 23.5, a 24, and a 23. And those were my smallest 3 best fish for all my pre-fishing or tournament. So it wasn't that great, but it was enough to throw me up there, up in the leaderboard.
Deal. Hard bait, soft bait. Oh, we'll talk about baits here in a little bit, actually. We'll wait for tackle table talk. Well, awesome. Sounds like you guys earned it. We watch you guys grind all season, so it's really cool to have both of you here right now. All right, before we jump off of the casting couch, we need some black drum tips. So if you're fishing our area for black drum, let's just go ahead and say this time of the year. Where are you going? What are you using?
James, you got anything to say? Or
And we can do Yankee Town, wherever.
I mean, Yankee Town, any oyster bar, you're going to see tails. I mean, I always use shrimp when I used to fish for them. What little I did, I mean, popping cork shrimp. I mean, see the tails. But I've never really targeted drums.
I've been out with Justin plenty of times. I do. So James is more of a Yankee Town from back in the day, but James was more creek fishing. Obviously, with my skiff, I would fish more the outside. I live in Inglis, and sometimes I would dump out of the barge canal, but hardly ever run south towards or north to hit Yankee Town or Wakasasa or anything like that. But I mean, I've come across a lot of black drum. To me, they're not a fish that I prefer to target. But while I'm out there fishing for res or snook, if we're in season, the snook are out, you see them. And just like James said, any bars. And when the water's lower, you just see these big bodies just nose down, tail up. Sometimes the tails are fanned out, just tailing. But there has to be water movement, typically over bars. Now, yes, shrimp will do it. Artificial is a little bit more difficult to achieve with. One of the key things you could definitely try if you're able to just while you're on the boat, just get like a piece of string with a chicken neck, toss it out, get you a little net, and just try to pick up blue crabs with a chicken neck, and then you can slowly get yourself 3, 4, 5 blue crabs, and you literally just break them in half and quarter them, and you just used like a 3/0 or 4/0 circle hook, and where their legs were, you'll probably clip off a couple of little flippers and just legs, go through those holes through the legs in a quarter of a crab, pitch it out on those bars, good water movement, and typically there'll be one there. Easy way to fish for them is going to be the barge canal. Barge canal has some piers, like wooden dock piers. You could fish from. It has cover and shade. If not, once you get out far enough in the barge canal trail, it becomes like a dirt road that you could literally just pull off the side of. There's a bunch of juniper trees and cedar trees, and that's all limestone bottom there, just kind of dirt, limestone, just a little road. Right at the bank, and just pitch out right there off the bank. There is a lot of structure, oysters and rocks, so you have to pitch out a little bit further out. You don't have to pitch out to the center, but there will be black drum, and we're talking trophy. So trophy black drum is going to be your 24 inches and bigger. I would recommend let those breeders go, but you are legally able to keep one trophy black drum per person. So you can keep those. I'd be an advocate of, if you're going to keep it, you better eat it. They pull like a locomotive. They just are hard to stop, hard to turn. The fight is generally pretty lengthy if you're on lighter tackle. But I've caught them all day long on 3,000s and 15-pound leader. I've now stepped down to 10-pound leader as far as my braid. And that would turn them. It just would be a lengthier fight. They could kind of get away from you if there's any hard structure that they could bust you off on. So these are generally bigger black drum. There are some spots that I probably can't reveal where these black drum in Yankee Town, they're just holed up in deep water. And if you know the right captains, they probably blow it up on social media of them just big black drum, just nonstop. A lot of them, they'll hold up in deep parts of creeks or rivers, and there's some very known spots that I won't give away.
Well, I know where you guys were just at in Panacea. That's like one of my favorite black drum fishing spots.
Big black drum up there.
And this is the time of year too, May. Here, I just pulled up the phone to confirm, but here, Bruce, switch to the camera real quick. This is my catch of the week right here from 2022. But we had so much fun sight casting those big black drum. They look like manatee.
I did see one. I did come across one. He was out in the middle of nowhere. He was out in the middle of nowhere. I was like, and it was 3 foot of water. And I was like, what does this thing do? And I literally like 2 foot away and he finally took off.
But they will hit a paddle tail, spinner bait. I mean, I've caught them on a spinner bait, paddle tails, gulp.
Yeah, George Quinn says Cedar Key, finding them and throwing gulp shrimp.
Yep.
Yeah, no, we literally bought some blue crab off of a local blue crabber and quartered them up, and we just got on the trolling motor and sight cast it, and I mean it was fun.
I can't find the photo of the one that I got, but I always preferred
There's a
bow.
little rock under the rocks. They will throw them.
Bow and arrow is almost a guarantee.
I mean, if you find the oyster, like up in Panacea, I think they call it the oyster leases.
Yeah.
It's a big area back there, but we went all the way to the back side of that.
Yeah, you can see the farming lease
Yes.
out there. Yep,
And,
all the PVC markers to it.
You know, we targeted those oyster bars. I mean, that's what they're feeding on. So
There's a bunch of big ones up there too.
that was pretty cool. Good deal. Well, congratulations to both you all. But we are going to take a commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to find out exactly what lures they were both using this weekend. So stay tuned.
Here in Florida, every name tells a story. Just saying Ian, Nicole, or Michael brings about strong memories. But then there's Adam.
How are you? Better not see you.
And Gary.
Hey.
Together, their teams helped rescue over 3,500 people. And Vicky, she used her food truck to feed the community.
Thank you so much, guys.
And Andy, he flew medical aid to devastated communities. But then there's Shane, Clyde, and Robert. Together, they have more than 60 years of storm experience. They stand with an FPL team of thousands, ready to respond. So as the next storm approaches, just know we're prepared. Here in Florida, every name tells a story, and every name is important. Because together, we can weather any storm.
Welcome back. We are going to learn some tips, tricks, and tackles over at the Plumbing by Powers Tackle Table Talk with the guys.
What's going on, guys? James, you want to go first and give away all your secrets?
I know you're not giving none away, so I bet let's give mine away. I mean, it's really,
Nothing away.
it's really not a secret. I mean, I pretty much put on Facebook what I caught my fish on. I didn't bring the weight bait with me. There's numerous brands of weight baits. I throw a lot of the Southern Salt Goat. That's what I caught 6 of my fish on. They also have a hoodwink. I caught a lot of on practice, and the Caden 365 shad is what my other 2 fish come on, and a lot of them come on in when I was pre-fishing. And like I said, KVD makes a weight bait. Skinny Water Lords has a weight bait. I just prefer the Goat because, I mean, he's got
Greatest of all time.
They got the soft plastics. They got a top water Apex, which I caught a couple pre-fishing on the Apex. So
When you're playing with those soft plastics, what size jig head are you using? Are you using weedless or?
depends on if I'm in the creek. I usually do an 1/8 to a quarter. I throw the Caden with an underspin on it, just a hook with a small underspin, and usually I use the same thing on the hoodwink. Just depends on where I'm at. If I'm out in a couple foot of water, I'll go to a bigger weight. But normally I'm just throwing an 1/8 inch to a quarter.
I know fishing up there in the past, we had bounced them off the bottom a lot, trying to make like a mud path with it. Is that something that you practice, or are you just a steady retrieve with paddle tails? Or
I steady retrieve, and if I'm in a creek, I've got the weight bait tied on, and I'm slinging that weight bait 90% of the time. I mean, because that weight bait has a rattle to it and a motion, and you bring it across those oyster bars and hit us a couple of those oyster bars and come back up. The redfish just cannot refuse a weight bait. They just can't.
I get it.
Want me to blab? I'll have Bree zoom in if she can. So I'll start off by saying these are all my baits. So
Well, they were.
I get some credit on these. So if Bree can zoom in, possibly.
Oh, Carlos, you could hold right in front of that big trophy.
No. This is the Caden lure, the 365 shad, and you could kind of maybe see it has these little riblets thing. I'm doing terrible. There you go. You kind of see little riblets right there. I smear a good amount. Any soft plastics, I'm smearing some sort of scent, which typically is going to be a procure for me. Then the Hoodwink has this very unique style tail. You can kind of see it right there. It's got like a wider top than the bottom, so it's almost like a little triangular shape, and it does have a little small like weedless little divot right there for it to the hook to sit a little bit more weedless. But this is the Hoodwink that Southern Salt makes. I've thrown this in different occasions. Thank you, Bree, for zooming in. But the one thing about, so James, actually, you could tell by his shirt, he was the one that put me on these Caden lures. And this is about the first that I like throwing paddle tails, but this one, for some reason, I don't know what it was about this particular design that I got the most like rod tip action. So, you know, while I probably am not going to tell you what I was throwing, just to be more of a pain and secretive, I will tell you in Panama City, when me and James fished, this is when I was first introduced into these baits. When I first fished the Hobie Tournament of Champions, James had these, and I was like, man, let me steal some of these colors. So we have the this little kind of clear pink. Yeah, it's like is a very light color, almost shrimp imitation color. This is the cream soda, and then the naked chicken, which is more of a mud minnow, small minnow looking imitation pattern. It's green with like a white kind of cream belly. Those were my go-tos in Panama City for the Hobie Tournament of Champions. And trout and redfish were just retrieving it slow and just that wobble. I think I was throwing between like 1/8 to 3/16 ounce jig head. I do feel that these perform better with an open jig head versus weedless. The body is more of a rectangular design. So, and it's a harder plastic. It's not like, it's more of a plastisol material, not like the Elastec material that Z-Man has. Yeah. So this, the fish has to really, you really have to expose that hook to more guarantee a good hookup. If it's hidden, it's not going to work as well. So don't put yourself in a position where you're going to lose fish.
I strictly fish at weedless, and I have no problems fishing at weedless.
I do.
Yeah.
So just out of preference. For darker water, this Halloween, it's actually called Halloween. I like this color. For some reason, it's like a very black with like a sweet tea type of belly, almost like a root beer-ish with like that orange tail for like dirty water. I really like this one. But again, smear everything with some sort of scent. Personally, I use a lot of Procure. Now, as far as the Florida Redfish Series Championship, it does no good me telling you, one, I'm not sponsored by anybody, so it does me no benefit. Two, if I tell you, what I tell you is not going to work in every single location. So you have to in your head think, what is my water like? Is it clear? Again, like all the things I said earlier, am I in crystal clear water? Am I in a little bit dirty, but I can still see the bottom? Is it completely just mud soup? Is it chocolate milk? So then, based off of those water conditions, you're like, what other senses does a fish have that I need to present? Is it a vibration through the lateral line? They can't see it because the water's too dirty. So do I need to focus on something that's a vibration? Or is it hearing? Does your bait have a rattle of some sort? Is it more of a sight thing, more something that has a flash, like a gold or silver blade? Is it a spoon that they're just seeing that flash, and that's what's attracting them to that bait? So I think I covered, you know, are they feeling it? Are they seeing it? And just like I said, on all these baits, what do I put on these baits? I put some sort of scent on them. They're scent. You reapply scent more, you just keep it. There's no reason why you apply once and never reapply. I think you're hurting yourself if you're not doing all these things to maximize a fish bite or a fish eat. So those were my baits. I just read the conditions. Also, what is the water doing? Is it flat calm where I could throw top water, or did it just become too, just the waves are crashing? Now top water's out of the question. So what other bait do I need to transition to work this area, work this bank, work this grass line, work this flat? So these are all things you need to think about, in my opinion, and be prepared with. So you're out there at night, looking at the weather, trying to read the conditions for the next day to best prepare how you're going to be successful for the next day.
So we're not getting no location or no bait you used.
Again,
Zero analyzation.
Zero, nothing. I give all mine away and you give nothing away.
I fish inside the boundary. That's where I fished. I caught all my fish in the mouth. Yeah.
Guess that's how he holds that trophy, huh?
and this is the honest truth. I could have done trash. No, don't get me wrong. I don't sit here and think I'm better than all this crew. Everybody has their specialties, and it's anybody's day that next day. So all you got, I say it all the time, just do your best. Try to put all the conditions and everything you can on your plate to have the best option to do well. And what
I found out, you got to have confidence in that bait. If you're throwing something you ain't confident in, you either reeling it too fast, you're impatient, I ain't gonna get a bite. I can take that weight bait and go anywhere and catch fish because I know I'm gonna catch fish on it.
Yeah.
Where it's in a creek, where it's outside, anywhere. It's confidence.
Yeah.
If I'm throwing something I ain't got confidence in, more than likely I'm not gonna catch a fish.
The rip and slash 70. How many people do we see throwing the rip and slash? No tournament have I thrown a rip and slash. I've had it tied on for one. I didn't throw it. It's just not a bait that has produced for me. So even though I've had probably 5 rip and slashes, in my box, some of them have gotten destroyed with too much heat in my box, my little tackle box, and they blew out with the immense heat of just like a little solar cooker with my little tackle box. I've destroyed a lot of hard baits. I'll replenish it, but I still don't throw it.
Yeah.
I just don't have the confidence that. We talk about Lee Haney right now. He'll catch 30, 40 trout. And he's trying to redfish, and he's trout. We got the big benders, a lot of them. George is number 1 out here, probably that's been using the rip and slash. To me, it just hasn't worked out. Now, and again, it all depends on the location that you're fishing it. If you try to bring that here in the summertime, it's not going to work. Why? Because we have a lot of grass. All this floating grass with maybe these twitch baits that have a lot of these double treble hooks, they get fouled up so quickly. Why would you want to throw a twitch bait or anything that has multiple hooks that just gets fouled up?
So Saturday, Friday morning at a tournament, my first location I went, I knew I couldn't throw the top water, and I knew I couldn't throw the Caden because I couldn't keep the trout off.
Yeah.
It's trout. So I stuck with a weight bait because for some reason the trout don't hit the weight bait as much as top water and a soft plastic.
Go ahead.
But that's the things you got to know. If I would have threw the Apex top water that morning, I'd have been killing a trout.
Yeah.
And not catch. I might have would have caught a couple of redfish, but I think the plan was just weight bait and get my reds.
Yeah.
And not trout.
The other thing is, on the water, I'm wondering to myself, how many casts have I made today? So I kind of just quick mathed it. If I feel like I'm going lower in numbers. I'm not even trying to exaggerate. 3 casts per minute. There's 60 minutes in an hour, and we're fishing for from 6:15 to 2 o'clock. So just shy of 8 hours we're fishing. And then I multiplied it by only 7 hours. So I gave us 45 minutes of downtime. That is almost 1,300 casts in a day. If we only did 3 casts per minute. So what bait are you going to be able to keep in the water? If your bait's not in the water, running through, working for you, are you going to be catching? And again, this is why if there's a lot of grass, you might have the best bait that you actually, let's say that you have super confidence in this other bait, but the conditions aren't a favorable choice to make because now you're spending time plucking grass out of your hooks is destroying the action. Now it's not working the way it's supposed to work. Then why are you throwing that bait?
The other thing I was going to say, which I probably have a brain fart on right now, was I did have a brain fart, so you'll miss that information. But and so I had just serviced all my reels before, about a month before. I just have tournament reels only for tournament. I might take one on a charter just to have a rod for me, but nobody else uses these rods. I had from pre-fishing to the end of the championship, one rod is completely trashed already. The line roller on it, sounds like it's going through, like somebody just went to the beach and shoved the bearing full of sand. It sounds terrible. I had to re-drop off 4 reels because, again, we're casting so much. Your arm, your forearm, your bicep, your wrist, whatever action that you're implementing on your baits for 1,300 to 1,500 casts in a day, not including what you're doing like pre-fishing. You might have a shorter day pre-fishing, but that's a lot of casts. Where you here at the marina, guys, how many people come out and just get 100 shrimp? That's 100 casts in an entire day. And that might be 2 or 3 people, 4 people. So that's only like 25 casts per rod per person. And then here we are, 3 casts a minute, trying to produce fish. The one thing I'll say is, back in the day before I started FRS, I thought artificial fishing was silly. And now it's like, if I go out for myself, if I come and launch here on whatever day, I just bring my artificials. Yeah. I think it's more fun to do it this way now. Slightly cheaper because I'm not buying bait, but I've kind of adapted more towards the artificial side of things.
I don't blame you.
It's pretty fun when you can try and convince fish to eat plastic.
Yeah.
That takes effort.
Yeah.
Well, all right, James, Carlos, thank you guys for all that information. Now, James, you want to give any shout outs to any of your sponsors for getting you through this season? And
yeah, obviously S&J Rods. I mean, they've been great to me. I've been using their rods for 2 years now and have broke one of them, and that's because I fell in the kayak and fell on top of it. Southern Salt Bait Company. Obviously, they make the Hoodwink, the Apex Top Water, and the Goat Weight Bait, and then the Caden Lure, and then Captain's Cove. I mean, I've been dealing with Andrew and Mike at Captain's Cove. I mean, they treat me great. It's a great bait shop. So if you're over in the Inglis area,
they're awesome people. I love
awesome
those
people
guys
over there.
Carlos, you said you didn't have any sponsors, but is there any?
Well, yes and no. So first I'll say OKM, a lot of relationships mainly through Gary. So the first one that really benefited me on the kayak fishing side was David with Wilder Side and the Freedom Launcher system that we implemented on the Pro Angler. Now, this year, I have strictly fished the Outback. So I actually won the championship on the kayak that I won for AOY in 2024. So it was kind of cool to make this happen in the kayak that I won fishing the series my first year. But that was because of Gary and Bree and their relationships that with iCast. Secondly, I'll have to say Gary and Bree and OKM is Bubba. While Bubba doesn't officially, sponsor me, I deal more with Mark that works for Bubba and more on the kayak fishing division side of things. And their nets, I think, are the best nets out there. Right now they're dehookers in my kayak, the little stretchy for my my snips, yeah. My little whatever it's called. Those things, I have been keeping the Bubba scale in the kayak, but I haven't been using it because I'm just focused on fishing, not weighing fish unnecessarily and wasting time. So Bubba's been a big implementation on my success, I feel, and on the equipment that I use on the kayak. After that, I had some other people. Well, one person in general is standing right here next to me is James. And we've collaborated in kind of like a mix, brainstorming some stuff. And then he must feel bad for me. And he kind of like gives me places to stay or makes it where I can stay and travel for more economical. So financially, even though he doesn't give me money, he kind of helps me out by letting me crash or split, some of the Airbnb cost. So that helps me out quite a bit. I'm sure I'm maybe missing somebody.
Don't forget about our team. We started the team.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The
Yeah,
Nature Coast Kayak Anglers, which is Robert Amerson, Mike Dunn, and Chris Dunn, and me and Carlos. This is really our first year as what you call a team, but we do a lot of communication, fish together. I mean, a lot of friendships there that we made doing this.
Yeah.
So
just no communication during the tournament.
no communication during the tournaments.
Before and after.
But I mean, you got the big vendors. I mean, they got a tight group, and it helps. I mean, if you got 4 or 5 of you, I mean,
There's a lot of waters to cover.
A lot
It's
of
best
waters
to have
to cover.
many minds in it.
Yeah.
Or it even helps, in my opinion, just helps knowing where he's going to be. He might have his go-to spots, but now I'm not.
he's not there.
Yeah, I'm not there. So if you don't want me to go somewhere, tell me, and I pretty much can promise you I won't go there.
Or you can tell us where you're going, and we won't go there.
He didn't tell any of us where he's been.
Nope.
Drive around and you'll find me.
But shout out to Mike, Chris, and Robbie.
Yeah.
Well, good deal. Well, that's awesome, man. I love the whole team thing. I really, truly do. What the Big Benders has going on is real special. What you guys got going on, real special.
But we still want to beat one another.
Oh yeah, damn right.
Oh, absolutely.
Comes launching, it's every man for himself.
All right, so what we're going to do, so we are out of time, but we're going to do a giveaway real quick. We'll do another shirt giveaway. Your shirt of choice downstairs in the OKM store. It's going to be an easy one tonight. There's no secret questions or anything. The first, what I gathered from this, Billy, is these two guys up here, they need more sponsors.
What it sounds like.
We need some more equipment. So the first 12 people to tag some type of fishing company that's related to kayak fishing, the first 12 people to tag a company in the comments is going to get added to the Reel of Fortune for a giveaway.
That's it. Whether it's lures, equipment, doesn't matter. Tag them in there.
I've done some examples. It's literally the @sign. Find the company. I think you have to follow them or like their page. But I've done some examples the past couple of minutes. But again, the first 12 people to tag a company in this comment thread is going to get added to the Reel of Fortune. So we're going to go do a commercial break, and when we come back, Bree's tallying everybody up, and
Spin it for you to win it.
spin it to win it. BRB.
We can turn these off now.
What? Oh, sorry. That was a message from our friends at Seakeeper Ride. I don't think Seakeeper Ride will work well on kayaks.
I don't think they're quite suitable.
But knowing Seakeeper, they'll probably come out something. I mean, you could make a Seakeeper
at
that
least
doesn't
have the
tip.
stabilizer,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, get a gyro in there.
Oh,
That's when you're standing up in it.
we
Something
want
to think about.
royalties on that. All right, so a couple, lots of great suggestions in here for awesome tackle companies and businesses. But a couple notes is one. Joe wants to know where he can find an application to join the team. James said he's working on that for you, Joe. And GQ said, Carlos, I want the hush money.
It's the only way you get secrets.
Yeah. So Bree's finishing the list right now. Great. Z-Man, Bull Bay, Bubba, Slayer. Love me some Slayer lures. Love those things.
A little bit of everybody in there.
Native Watercraft. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Monster Jigs. Hobie Fishing. Berkeley Fishing. Southern Salt. Q8. Not fair, but unfair. Southern Salt. There's some great suggestions in here.
Heck yeah.
Brady, we have a list? Okay. All right, here we go.
We'll gather up our list.
Carlos,
Guys
you
lined
said
up.
you missed somebody that you wanted to...
Yeah. Well, so the one other sponsor is we'll let Bree swap over to me.
Coming over.
It's one other thinkable company.
See, this is what happens when John McCarthy, Are you watching SOB? This is what happens.
Taking days off.
Is there a camera that's? Oh, that one's the one that's doing us. What's the camera? That's
Yeah,
doing
that
us?
would be the one that.
That's our live camera person.
There it is.
Oh, I gotta scoot over.
There we go.
Abyss battery. So I think in 2025 when we
Yes.
did the grand reopening of the marina, Abyss came down and set up the little battery display. They gave me actually a electric reel battery, and so I configured that to power up my GPS. So that I was running a Naqua or whatever 10 amp hour. The Abyss, even though it's for a reel, I just plugged it to mate up to my GPS. That thing is insane power. It'll run 2 whole days. No complaints about the Abyss. And then even though I do have some Bubba rods, I had to go with some different rods. So I did pre-fish with some Bubba rods, which I really like, but I had to go back to Bull Bay rods because they were just a little bit more of a lighter rod for me. So I am on the Bull Bay rod guide program deal, so we could give them credit for that as well. But that would probably round out my sponsors of whatever little I have. So
People to help take care of you.
yeah, but all right.
All right. So Ozello Keys Marina, Joe F. Go ahead and move on to that. Yeah.
The
All right. Submerse, GQ,
Sea Ride or Seakeeper,
Chris Dunning,
PowerPole,
Jessica,
FRS,
Eric K,
Wheeler Construction,
Gavin Harwood,
PowerPole Move,
Kyle B,
Extreme Decals,
Mike Dunning,
Bubba,
John Delmain,
Plumbing by Powers,
Steve M,
Extreme Foam Decking,
Respin,
Marker 48,
Brianna.
I thought you said respin.
Yeah.
Respin. Yeah.
A respin.
Yeah.
A respin.
Oh, oh, there is an actual respin.
We didn't put
Somebody named
bankrupt on there.
Reese.
All right, James, give it hell. That was a good one, sir. That was a good. That might be the best of all time. Oh, what a perfect landing!
FRS.
Florida Redfish Series. What a perfect landing! All right, I got to go back and recap. So
1, 2, 3,
5. Eric K. Eric K. Congratulations! You won a free shirt from Ozello Keys Marina. Eric K. What's the last name? Kincaid. All right, Eric Kincaid lives close to here, so Eric, come get your shirt whenever you want, man. Just let us know. And yeah, Billy, do you have anything?
I do not. Appreciate you guys following along with us. Appreciate you guys joining us this evening. And other than that, appreciate everybody that helps keep the show rolling.
So thank you to all the incredible viewers, sponsors. We do have, not next week, but the following week, that big space that's been open over there behind the casting couch is getting filled. I haven't told you about it. I haven't told anybody about that yet. I want to tell everyone together it's getting filled, so be ready for that one. We're very excited to welcome these friends into the Fish Talk Live community. They've already been a part of it. Let's put it that way, but
love it.
We're excited to have them. Carlos, James, thank you guys so much. Great work. Seriously, what you all do is.
You never showed your belt off.
Oh.
Yeah, you did show your
Well,
belt.
it was
you have
on
to
there.
wear it.
You got to put it on.
Have to wear it.
You got to wear it for like the next wedding you go to.
Yeah.
And
That's not even me. This is the
Put
belt.
it on. Put it on.
I'll just do this.
oh, that's a cool photo.
There we go. And we get out of the cameras away. Oh,
No,
Other
we're
direction,
on
other direction.
way. Yeah.
there we go.
Great job, guys. Well deserved. Florida Redfish Series team, great job for putting on yet another amazing season. I saw they announced the Florida Redfish, or the World Championship, the Redfish World Championship.
That's pretty awesome.
Excited to see where that's going to be at. So, guys, we'll see you in 2 Tuesdays.